welcome to Polymer Clay TV. I'm Ilysa, and this is a really cool project. I think you're going to really like it. It's really not hard to do, but the outcome is so cool. First, I want to start off by saying thank you to all of you that entered to win. I had asked on Facebook what you thought the new product was that I was using, and they are new round coin stencils. So Tammy Hansen, you are the winner. I put the ones who said stencils into a hat and picked one, and it's Tammy who won it. So I'll be in touch so you can get your set of new coin stencils. So let me just show you. This is the one we're going to be working with today. It's kind of like a palm frond, and it's really, really cool. There's this Ray one, which you'll see me using in the next issue of Passion for Polymer. There's this one that has some really cool open spaces. Almost, you could even use it for like an animal print. Here's one that has a scale design, and then one with a geometric pattern. And I'll show you at the end some of the things that I made with it. So let's get started. You're not going to need a whole lot, but you will need a few supplies. You're going to need some leaf, which is metal leaf, and it can be imitation. You do not need to use real gold leaf. This is found in different craft stores. I'm using the 2.5-inch cutter, which is the size for the coin. I'm using our furled mat, but you can use any texture. And you can do this in any size. You can adapt this to a size for a small pendant, or you can do bigger for about whatever it is you want. Once you have the technique, you can just do whatever you desire. So I have my rod because I'm going to need that to roll over. I have a blade, which I'll always have handy, and I have some pan pastels. This one is called Pearlescent Green. And so I started out by rolling the clay out on the thickest setting of my pasta machine. And I do that because I like my coins to be at least the thickest setting, because then they don't, have a chance of breaking easily at all. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with my gold leaf. I'm going to just place it right on there with the top side down that I'm going to use. And then just tear off the extra. Now this is a product that is stuck to the actual... You can see it's stuck to the actual paper. I like it because it doesn't fly around, like the other. Like when you tear it, everything would be going everywhere. And you can get this at Monroe Crafts. They carry it. Some of the other craft stores might as well. So it's just makes it easier. You don't have to go chasing the leaf all over your room. And if you have a fan. So it's a nice touch. You don't have to use this. You can certainly use regular leaf that isn't attached to the paper, but I like that. That's a nice feature for me. So all I want to do is cover my coin size or 2.5-inch size piece of clay with my leaf. Now let me grab that palm frond stencil, and I'm going to place it on top. Now, you want to be careful because it will move for you at this point, because it's not adhered yet with the clay or pushed down into the clay. So just be gentle to push it around so that it doesn't move on you. And once I have a pretty good idea that it's set down there, I'll take my rod and roll over it. And this does something really cool. It helps to crackle the clay. How cool is that? But it doesn't matter because that's coming off, but there's crackle underneath too, so you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, so once I have this on, you're like, oh, it's so pretty, why are you gonna mess with it? Because it's gonna even get prettier. So let's start by shaving off this top layer, and you can go all in one fell swoop. You can take little pieces at a time, whatever you feel comfortable with. I just like to have a little piece of scrap clay around so I can wipe up my little extras. And so for me, it's easy to just kind of swoop down and cut off this top layer. Now you have to make sure that you've pressed in enough with your rod so that you have the clay sticking up and you can remove it. So don't be afraid to push, down in with the rod. You're not going to ruin anything because this technique requires you to do this. Okay, so I almost got everything. See how fast it comes together? And so now, let me clean up my mess around here. Scrap clay is always good. And now I want to add my texture. So I'm going to take my furled texture sheet. And like I said, you can use anything you want. It can be a rubber stamp. It can be some metal tools. It can be anything you find around your house. It's totally up to you. And so then I'm going to press this down and right on top of what I just did. And then I'm going to just keep pressing it until it kind of, I feel like it's getting into the, clay. I mean, you can feel it underneath there. So, if it feels a little raised, go back and kind of, do this. You can use your rod. I have a hard time using my rod with the texture sheets. It just isn't my thing. So when I think I have it, I pull it up and look at how cool. So don't take your stencil off yet. We're not done. And then I'm going to come back with my pan pastel and I'm going to highlight that texture. And I like to do it in a circular motion. It just seems to pick up the texture really well that way. And so when I have it done, and I could add more colors if I wanted. You can do what you want at this point. You don't have to use pan pastels. You can use anything to color it. It's totally up to you. So then I'm going to peel back at this point. And look at how gorgeous that is. Beautiful. And so then I want to just continue and cut out this little last piece because I want it to be a coin. We just finished a coin swap over there in Polymer Clay Tribe, which everybody's having a blast with that. They're getting mailed out today, as a matter of fact. And look at how beautiful that is. I love it, I love it, I love it. And you can do this with anything and just make something that's so cool. Can you see all the shimmer? I mean, it's just a neat technique that I could totally see adapted to, to all kinds of stuff. So you just want to think about that. So let me show you some other ones I made. This one here is the rays. Let me move this out of the way. And so that's what that one looks like. And I did silver leaf and I used a different, I forget which texture I used on this, but then I came back in with some bronze, some copper pan pastel. So that was a cool one. And let's see what else we got here. This one was the one that was fish scales. And so that's what I did here. And again, this is silver. And then I came in with a fish scale texture sheet. And then I used blue metallic pan pastels on it. So that's a really cool look there too. And I got a couple more. Sorry. And I got this one here, which I used the round dots, which, where is it? I didn't even show that one to you. I don't even know where it is. So anyways, you get it. I used a round dot one. And then I came back in with the metal tools and dotted in there, which that was a cool. I like that one. And I got this one here, which is the geometric one. And I used a basket weave metal stamp to do this too. And that was silver leaf with copper clay, see? And then some more pan pastels. So I have one more. That's this one. And this one here, I used the Field of Roses on it. And it's on copper clay with copper leaf. And then I came back over with copper pan pastels to highlight the Field of Roses texture sheet. So that's right there is, some really cool designs that you can have a lot of fun with. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I would love to see what you make. So join polymerclaytribe.com on Facebook and share what you make. And also don't forget, Polymer Clay Adventure is on sale now. It's a year-long retreat and it's online so anybody can attend. We have 23 teachers this year, all doing amazing projects that you'll love, and it's all for one low price, only $99. So definitely check it out at polymerclayadventure.com. And if you have any questions, just leave them below and we'd be happy to answer them. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this and I will see you next time.